Let me ask you something. When was the last time you actually studied a job description? Not skimmed it, not glanced at the title and clicked apply. I mean, really studied it. What responsibilities kept showing up? What skills were mentioned over and over again? What language did employers consistently use? Look, here's the truth. Most job seekers build their resume around what they think matters. Successful job seekers build their resume around what the market says matters. And the market leaves clues everywhere. Every job posting contains valuable information about what employers want, what they prioritize, what they're willing to pay for. So here's the problem. Most people scroll right past the answer key. Today, with the help of AI, I'm going to show you how to analyze job descriptions the smart way. We'll identify the most common responsibilities, uncover the most repeated keywords, and reveal the patterns employers are practically begging candidates to notice. Because before you change a single word on your resume, you should know exactly what the market is asking for. And once you know that, your entire strategy can change. It should change. Welcome to Daily AI Prompts for Job Seekers. I'm William Craig III, an AI business and career strategist. If you're new to the series, my mission is to help you run your job search like a well-organized job campaign, one with clarity, confidence, and strategy, using AI as your job campaign manager. And by the way, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's called Get Up and Get a Job. If you've already done that, I thank you. If not, go to Get Up and Get a Job on YouTube. Click the subscribe bell, and you'll be notified every time I go live or share exclusive material not available anywhere else. All right, let's see who's saying hello in the comment section. And we'll pop on over here. And so far, we've got Shelly saying, Happy Wednesday, everyone. Hey, Shelly, glad you are here. Oh, it looks like I skipped over a couple of things. Fast fingers, William. Dawn Lewis. Hey, Dawn. Dawn says, good afternoon, good people. And the rest of y'all as well. No, just kidding. Good afternoon, good people. Hope your Wednesday is going well. Thank you, Dawn. Hope your Wednesday is going well also. Hey, Daniel Velez is in the house. He says, thanks, William, for addressing this. I'm interested in today's episode because I usually skim descriptions instead of understanding what employers want and how I fit. And Daniel, again, I've seen this time and time again. I've done this exercise with so many of my clients. And so, again, remember, we have retooled, we have reset, or I should say we are retooling, we have reset. And this is going to get you where you want to go. So thanks for being transparent and sharing that. We also have DJ. Hey, DJ. Happy Hump Day. Looking forward to another lesson from you, William. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you're here, DJ. I so appreciate you. And I hope the weather in Colorado is good because y'all had snow a couple weeks or so ago. I just can't fathom that. May, June, snow. Oh, my goodness. TJ Richardson's also joining us today. Thank you for all of you who are making yourself known. And for those of you who are not, I appreciate you joining us as well. But TJ says, good morning, all. She is in Arizona. I'm really looking forward to this decoding session. Oh, my goodness. Well, I'm excited about sharing it with you. Let's go ahead and get into it. I've got to make a couple of adjustments because I want people to understand how this works. You know, sometimes folks get confused. They actually write me and say, what am I supposed to do with this? And because it's geared towards Mary Mack, our fictitious job candidate, they get a little confused. So here we go. I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to go in and edit it. So using my rules, now I have specific rules that I've given my chat. So it knows what I mean when I say using my rules. Research current job descriptions for, and then we're going to insert a target role in, and then we're going to insert a location or remote preference. Summarize the 10 most common responsibilities and the 10 most common keywords. Explain how to spot patterns the average applicant completely misses. Why? Because they're skimming, they're not reading. No shade to you, Daniel. Okay. Do not compare the results to Mary's resume or update her materials yet. All right. So let's go back in. And as you all know, those of you who've been with me for some time, you know Mary is looking for that AR manager. And let's go ahead and just in case, accounts receivable manager in, and Daniel, since you spoke out today, we're going to say in New York City. All righty. So that's how you change this. So whatever the job title is that you're going for, whatever the location is that you're in or you want the job in, or even if you're looking for remote, this is how you will change this. All right. So let's have ChatGPT get to work for us. And I hope everyone had a restful evening. And I hope you're going step by step with me. Again, in the first half of the year, threw a lot of stuff at you. Last year, threw a lot of stuff at you. Some of it may have seemed disjointed to you. So on June 1st, what did we do? We did a reset. We said, okay, we're going to make all of this make sense. And we're going to go section by section of the job campaign, the job search. All righty, so here we go. Chad says, I reviewed current accounts receivable manager postings and related New York City area AR leadership roles from employers, including, let me get my mouse here, including the MTA, Metropolitan Transit Administration, Madison Square Garden, where they're doing the big basketball game right now, Horizon Media, New York City government, Robert Half postings, and other active New York opportunities. The results are remarkably consistent. Now, let me just say this for a moment because I'm going to back up. I have certain rules that ChatGPT must follow. If you want the rules, send me a direct message and I want you to take my rules and put them in your chat. Now, if you've got a free account, this may not work, okay? If you have a free ChatGPT account, it may not work for you, but try it and see. And the test is going to be, and I'll put that in the instructions when I send it to you, but send me a direct message. You can either email me or you can send it by message in, LinkedIn. All right. But you're going to take the prompt that I give you and you're going, or the rules that I give you, you're going to copy them and paste them into chat and hit enter. And then to test it, you're going to ask it, what are my rules? All right. So my rules basically tell chat that it cannot make up answers. It cannot hallucinate. If it, for example, if I have asked it to give me sources, for example, current openings for jobs, it has to find current openings or tell me I was not able to find any current openings. I have not verified the information. It must tell me that. It cannot just willy-nilly give me answers to try and please me. Everything that it gives me must be factual. So that's all I'm going to say about that for now. So let's take a look and see what the 10 most common responsibilities are when it comes to AR manager or AR leadership positions in New York City. Manage the full accounts receivable life cycle. Employers want someone who can oversee billing, invoicing, cash application, collections, deductions, chargebacks, reconciliations, and dispute resolution, not just one piece of the project. So that's number one. What chat found is that top 10 most common responsibilities found in job descriptions for AR manager and leadership roles in the New York City area. Number one, manage full accounts receivable cycle. Number two, lead collections and reduce delinquency. The ability to improve collections performance, reduce overdue balances, and accelerate cash flow appears repeatedly. Number three, monitor and analyze AR aging. Most employers expect managers to actively manage aging reports and identify collection risks before they become write-offs. Now, let me just stop for a moment, because those of you who know Mary, our fictitious job candidate, these are right up her alley. These are things on her resume. So I'm getting excited because Mary has a great shot at this, but we'll take a look at what that looks like as we go on. Number four, manage cash application accuracy. Cash application is one of the most frequently repeated operational requirements. Employers want accurate postings of payments and rapid resolution of unapplied cash. Again, in Mary's resume. And remember, chat is not looking at Mary's resume. Chat is only looking at current job descriptions to get this information. Support month-end close. Nearly every finance-oriented AR manager role, did you hear that? Nearly every includes responsibility for month-end close, journal entries, reconciliations, reporting, and audit preparation. Number six, lead and develop staff. These are management jobs, period. Employers consistently mention supervising, mentoring, coaching, training, and developing AR teams. Number seven, resolve customer disputes. Companies want leaders who can navigate disputed invoices, chargebacks, deductions, pricing discrepancies, and customer escalations. Number eight, collaborate cross-functionally. The strongest AR managers work closely with sales, operations, customer service, accounting, finance, and leadership. Cross-functional collaboration appears where? Everywhere. Oh my goodness. I'm excited. 150 more people need to be on here today to hear this, because this is part of the issue. Just as Daniel said, hey, I skim it. I go through it. Why? Because Daniel, and I'm going to speak for him without having a conversation, Daniel is probably of the mindset of many people. I got to get as many done as I can within the time allotted. And as we looked at over the last couple of days, that's not the right mindset. It's not about the quantity, it's about quality. It's kind of like dating. It's not about the quantity. Truly, I say to thee, it is about the quality. Oh my goodness. All right, let me go on. Stop messing with y'all. Number 9, improve processes and automation. Many organizations are actively modernizing AR operations and want managers who can improve workflows, automate reporting, and optimize systems. You know that Mary has been doing everything she can to learn about AI and workflows in accounts receivable, accounts payable. So this is, again, right up her alley. And then maintain internal controls and compliance. Internal controls, audit readiness, SOX compliance, documentation, and financial accuracy are becoming increasingly important at the manager level. Now, I've been highlighting the things that we know are on Mary's resume. Why? Because what we talked about yesterday was about the right fit, getting or looking for the job that you want versus looking for the job that is actually the right fit for you. And just reading these top 10, what automatically comes to mind, knowing Mary's resume, is that this is a great fit. These roles, the roles that are represented by these responsibilities, are a great fit for her because she's already been doing them. Don't you want your resume to be a great fit, to be in alignment? I know you do. That's why I'm doing this exercise today. All righty. Again, I'm spoon feeding you. I'm giving you step by step. I'm trying to keep you from being confused in the process. All right. Or with the process. All right, so now let's talk about the 10 most common keywords. We know the responsibilities. You got to be able to do this, 1 through 10. Now, let's see what the keywords are that keep showing up in these roles that chat has looked across the internet and job boards for and found. All right, 10 most common keywords. When I strip away company specific language, the stuff that talks specifically about that company, organization, etc., and focus on repeated terminology. These are the phrases showing up most often. You ready? Accounts receivable, well, duh. Collections, cash application, reconciliation, aging reports, credit management, billing, month-end close, ERP systems, SAP, Oracle, NetSuite, process improvement, automation. Now, let me stop for a moment because you see some of the same keywords showing up in those responsibilities. All righty. And just as a sidebar, parenthetically, we never use an accomplishment bullet that says, slow down, William, an accomplishment bullet that says responsible for. No, nay, nay, negative, none, okay, nada, never, ever do we use an accomplishment bullet point that says responsible for. However, what we have to do is show them that we have to show them the accomplishments from what we were responsible for. All right. And if you don't know what that means, then you need to work with me. All right, let's keep going. Additional high frequency terms include, so in addition to the top 10 keywords, here's what chat also found. DSO, days sales outstanding, chargebacks, deduction. So these are the extras that you're going to sprinkle in. You're going to make sure you have the first 10, but then like that ice cream cone in the summer, that you get the sprinkles on, right? You don't get as much sprinkles as you get ice cream, right? You don't get as much sprinkles as you have cone, but the sprinkles help to make the experience better. And so we're going to have some sprinkles that we're going to put in to make it better for us getting through those applicant tracking systems, and for the reader who is reading to say, this candidate really is a good fit. All right. Dispute resolution, internal controls, audit support, financial reporting, team leadership, customer accounts, and cross-functional collaboration. Wowzers. And I will bet 10 cents to $1 that most people are not doing this. They're not doing this deep research, which it took 10 seconds for chat to come up with this. You take the job description, okay? And at the end of the day, I got to slow down because I'm too excited. At the end of the day, you want to do this exercise first. And then you're going to start thinking about working on your resume. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to make sure you have these keywords. You're going to make sure that you have the keywords that represent the responsibilities without saying responsible for, and show the accomplishments for which you were responsible. And then you're going to take that job description that you're looking at, and you're going to say, for example, Chat or Claude or whatever you use, you're going to say, here's my resume, compare it to this job description, highlight the top responsibilities in the job description, along with the top keywords in the job description, and throw that up against my resume and tell me if there are any gaps, anything that I need to edit, and show me how, tell me why. Oh my goodness. Okay. What the average applicant completely misses. Most applicants look for keywords. Hiring managers look for business outcomes. And see, this is why we have to have the combination. We can't just have the keywords. The average applicant sees collections, billing, cash application, reconciliation. The stronger candidate sees the underlying pattern. Number one, cash flow is king. Nearly every responsibility, here we go, ultimately connects to one business objective: get cash in the house faster. Collections, aging, disputes, deductions, cash application, and DSO are all cash flow conversations disguised as accounting tasks. People in the accounting world, they look at these as just accounting tasks. But what they are, they're really cash flow conversations. These are the things that help plug the cash flow leaks in a business, an organization. All righty. Pattern number 2, AR managers are becoming operational leaders. 10 years ago, AR managers were often viewed as accounting supervisors. But today, many organizations want finance leaders who can analyze the trends. We're seeing this not just in this industry, across the board. They want you to be able to analyze trends. They want you to be able to look at a dashboard and understand what it means, which is why we did dashboards a few weeks ago. Improve processes and literally help us do better in our processes. Drive automation. Influence other departments. Lead transformation projects. Is that you? Is that you in what you do? Notice how many postings now include process improvement, system optimization, and transformation language. And there are some what do you call sources here? Showbiz Jobs, manager, accounts receivable job, Madison Square Garden, April 7, 2026. What else do you have in here? Ladders, accounts receivable manager at a company called Miratech Corporation 5 days ago. Lead and oversee day-to-day accounts receivable operations, including collections, et cetera, et cetera. Jobs.gem.com, billing and accounts receivable manager. At GEM, this role will oversee both onshore and offshore teams, be responsible for ensuring billing accuracy, et cetera, et cetera. You can look at it yourself when you get the prompt. You know I'm going to share it with you. Here's the third pattern. I got to get out of here. Collections is no longer just collections. Well, what does that mean? Companies increasingly expect AR leaders to manage credit risk, understanding beforehand which accounts are most likely to be a risk to our business before they become a risk to our business. Customer relationships, revenue protection, working capital, forecasting. The role is becoming more strategic and less transactional. And look, before anybody hollers no to AI, what I just read has nothing to do with artificial intelligence, other than the fact that because of artificial intelligence, we're able to uncover this data and be prepared, I should say, be better prepared when we're applying for our roles. Pattern number 4, metrics matter more than tasks. It's all about the numbers. Although one song, I got to digress. Although one song said, it's all about that bass, about that bass, about that bass, no treble. Okay, I'm done. All right. Many applicants describe activities, process invoices, manage collections, reconcile accounts. But here's what they want to see: reduced DSO, and by what percent, or by how many days? Improved cash flow, lowered delinquency, again, providing metrics where possible, increased collection rates, reduced unapplied cash. And I know for some of you, you say, but my job really doesn't entail metrics. I guarantee you, we can do something to show how you affected the bottom line. That's what you get when you work with me. All righty. Those are very different conversations. Indeed, they are. Pattern number 5. Technology is becoming a differentiator. Okay. Employers repeatedly, for Mary's industry, repeatedly mention Oracle, SAP, NetSuite, ERP systems, automation, reporting tools, advanced Excel. The market is quietly shifting from can you do AR to can you modernize AR? Ooh, that right there, that part. That part. And one of the things, if you've not done this, go into Google and set an alert. In fact, when you go to Google, type how do I set a Google alert, and it'll take you right to, I think it's alerts.google.com, and then you can tell it, for example,
1. Go to Google Alerts. 2.
Gemini, I was not talking to you. Oh my gosh. You can put in, for example, Oracle. You put in the company name and ask for alerts on a daily or weekly basis. SAP, SAP Innovations, NetSuite Innovations, ERP Systems Innovations, and set an alert. And then what Google is going to do is it's going to go out, and every time something shows up on the internet around Oracle, let's just say, Oracle announcements you might want to put. Guess what? It's going to send it to you. Now you can stay abreast of what's going on. If these are the systems that companies are using where you work, you want to stay abreast. So when you do get that interview or in that cover letter, you can sprinkle a little bit about Oracle's new whiz bang that they just released. Looking forward to helping to bring that on board. Looking forward to expanding that within this role, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, I really got to go. Really got to go. The biggest insight here. Now, this is what ChatGPT is saying is the biggest insight. If I had to summarize the New York City accounts receivable manager market in one sentence, it would be this. Companies are not hiring someone to manage invoices. They are hiring someone to accelerate cash flow, reduce risk, improve processes, and lead people. And that's what your headline ought to say. If you're looking for an accounts receivable manager in New York City, your LinkedIn headline ought to say, I help companies accelerate cash flow, reduce risk, improve processes, and lead people. I'm sorry, let me start over. As an accounts receivable manager, I help companies accelerate cash flow, reduce risk, improve processes, and lead people. When can I start helping you? Oh my goodness, he's so good. I'm sorry. But it is good. It is good. This is what, Dawn, I got a feeling you're going to give me your famous line today. I got a feeling. I'll see. That distinction explains why some applicants receive interviews immediately, while some submit hundreds of applications and hear nothing, in addition to the fact that they're applying to the wrong jobs. We already covered that. The employers are telling us exactly what they value. They really are. The pattern is hiding where? In plain sight. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Y'all got me stirred up today with this one because it's so very important. It's so very important. Let me get this link to today's prompt, and you better use it. Can't tell grown folks what to do, but I just did. You better use it. All righty. I know there's a lag, so let me hear from you in the comments section while I open up LinkedIn, because I got to post stuff on LinkedIn because these two programs don't play nice in the sand with each other. And then I'll get YouTube open so I can do what I need to do there. And thank you, because you guys who are watching via YouTube, your comments do show up in the live chat. So, all right, let's see what we got. What popped up here? DJ says, super helpful information. I can't wait to use this prompt. Oh, and we got Megan Trainor too. Hey, I always underpromise and overdeliver. Okay, William, you make us laugh. Okay, look, laughter is good for the soul. Come on, you're every day you're going out here trying to get the employment that you need to take care of yourself, and things are not happening, and it's real easy to cry and be sad and be despondent and you're feeling lonely and all of. Come on, we need to inject a little bit of humor somewhere in this so we can lift us up and get us excited about this thing that we call a job search or a job campaign. Thank you. It is much needed. I know it is, DJ. I know it is. and you are most welcome. Thank you. Let's see here. Dawn Lewis, there it is. There it is. Dawn says, wow, mind blown yet again. I had a feeling. Just had a feeling, a sneaking suspicion. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. I appreciate that. And I'm so glad I could meet the need. All right, TJ says, amazing. She got a lot of exclamation marks. Thank you, William. I needed to hear this. And yes, I will be using this prompt. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what it's all about. And tell some folks what they're missing out, unless they're looking for the same job you are, then keep it to yourself. But seriously, tell some folks, tell them, get them on YouTube. Get them on YouTube. Tell them you need to go and watch. If they only watch this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, they're going to be excited. They're going to find themselves coming back for more. All right, I got to get out of here. Look, you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. You know what I always tell you as you're going about your day. We've got World Cup is converging on the United States, and people from everywhere. And some places, as I mentioned the other day, in New York, for example, they've got gridlock days, literally gridlock days, where major thoroughfares are going to be open to buses only and all kinds of things. People coming into airports and then traveling, commuting to various cities for this World Cup and FIFA. So look, if you hear something or see something that seems out of place, let somebody know. Don't take it for granted that somebody else will. In the meantime and in between time, tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, is when I plan to show up again and give you more good stuff. All righty? But just remember these three things, would you? God loves you. I love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. Have a wonderful rest of your day, everybody. Bye for now.
Wow, that was fantastic. I haven't been this excited to learn about something since I left basketball. Anyway, Mr. Craig did another great job of sharing an AI prompt that anyone can use in their job search. Be sure to join him every day, Monday through Friday at noon Eastern, on his LinkedIn profile or his YouTube channel called Get Up and Get a Job. You can watch the replays there as well. And while you're at it, share this information with someone you know who wants or needs a new job. I've got to run. My team needs me. But keep up the great work, Mr. Craig. You're providing a great service for the community. I'm going to tell all of my players about daily AI prompts for job seekers with William Craig III.